Hello everybody, I am Corvus Bruxo Luggenikos and this is Starting a Solitary. This week's topic is about being raised in one religion and coping with the issues of converting to paganism or any other religion. And I thought that I could provide like a different point of view to the discussion, but apparently not. I saw so many American, Australian and English-speaking pagans in general say that they were raised Catholic, Baptist, Anglican, Evangelist, whatever, that I thought that I would be the only one raised atheist, and apparently not. So I don't have much to add to the discussion. I was raised in an atheist household. I wasn't baptized at birth. I baptized at the age of 10 because I wanted to be like the other kids, and I tried for like 3 months try to follow and love God because I thought that was like the norm in society. So in this case I agree with Drew, who said that even though she wasn't raised in any religion or spiritual path, she kind of felt the Christian vibe of the society around her, and yeah, I felt that too, and I wanted to look normal. My parents even offered me, because I wanted to perform the communion, which is a Catholic rite. I don't know if all the branches of Christianity have it. I'm having issues with English lately, so sorry about that. But yeah, I wanted to do the communion, and I needed to be baptized first because my parents didn't baptize me at birth, so I did. And my parents even offered me to give me the gifts and to show me pictures with the traditional suit, but I wanted to leave it with my friends and classmates and stuff. So I did, and I can't regret it more because like 2-3 years later I started to have my first pagan feelings. It didn't take long until I decided that no matter how much I wanted to be normal, that conception of God didn't make sense, and I started to feel like God is nature, or spirit is nature, and then that nature is plural, so God must be plural too. And I started to wish that I could believe in Egyptian gods because I was completely obsessed with Egypt until the age of 18 or so. And yeah, basically I ended up being Hellenic polytheist, Roman polytheist, Gaelic polytheist, Gaulish polytheist, and then I discovered that we had native gods and goddesses in my land, and my relationship with my ancestors and the land was so important that I ended up dropping all the rest and worshipping native gods only. And yeah, I didn't have like this strong issue that I had to deal with about converting. It was a process, and the worst time that I had was thinking that I would be considered dumb or silly or primitive for believing in gods that were worshipped like ages ago. And the other thing was when I was into witchcraft more than polytheism, devotional polytheism. My mom and I had like a very strong argument, and I was still a minor. In Spain you're an adult at the age of 18, and I was like 15 maybe, or 16, and basically I said something that I believed or something like that, that I wanted to do, magic wise, and she basically told me that I could believe whatever I wanted, but if she saw me lighting candles and believing that I could change my environment through means of spell or magic work or whatever, she would lock me up in a psychiatric ward. And I believed her in that moment, so I hid it for years, my belief in magic or my knowledge of magic, because I experienced all these camps, because I experienced several things that made me believe in spiritual stuff. So it's something that I know, not that I believe in. Those were my two main issues, and they didn't last long. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I lived a conversion from atheism to paganism or anything like that. I just have problems with my mom, because I believed that she was capable of doing what she threatened me with, and because even if she hadn't threatened me, it was a problem that she thought that I was crazy. I mean, one thing is not believing in what I experienced, because experiences are personal. Even from a scientific point of view, it's perfectly normal to live something through some lenses that the other isn't experiencing, and it doesn't mean exactly a hallucination or a delusional behavior. So I can live with her not believing that I saw a ghost or that I had an out-of-body experience, but believing that I should be locked up because I was crazy, that was hard to swallow. But she made amends with me. She kinda apologized, because she's not a very apologetical person, so she never apologizes, but she kind of said something that in her own manner sounded like an apology, and we moved on, and that's all. So not an extreme family pressure, not an extreme societal pressure. The pressure was more from me towards me than the other way around. The expectation of conflict was bigger before experiencing it. So not a big issue, and I'm glad about that. I know that there are people who have lots of issues, especially in some other countries where maybe the culture is even more religious than in Spain, but I am glad to say that I didn't have an issue, and that save for 3 or 4 years, my upbringing and my freedom to choose religion was completely open and up to me. So I know some people may see that as privilege. I don't see it as privilege. I see it as it should be if the world was normal. So yeah, I can't add anything else, so I'll cut it here. Thanks for watching. We'll see each other next Wednesday. May the Déu i tenir Déu watch over you all, and bye.